Hello guys, welcome to 19 at noon. So right now we're talking about that first alert weather day we have until Friday. The air temps are in the 90s but feel like 100 degrees out there. But we do have a little bit of a storm chance that's increasing as we move into the weekend that might cool us off just a little bit as we move into the next couple of days. So we can look at this heat alert that we do have, this heat advisory from the National Weather Service. It started yesterday at noon and it's going to continue into Wednesday at 8 p.m. and that includes all of our coverage area here. So still having that heat advisory, still in that extreme heat right now. That's why you need to get in the pool and take a dip in there and cool off just a little bit. By noon we're going to be 90 degrees, 2 p.m. 91 and 92 by 5 p.m. So it's going to be another hot day ahead, but definitely take the opportunity if you can to cool off, be in the air conditioning or stand in the shade. Make sure you're taking frequent breaks from that heat. Now for our hour by hour of today, like I said, we're going to get up into those low 90s, so 92 degrees is our high. And you can see we'll kind of plateau here, 3 p.m., 5, 7, all at that 92 mark, but we start to dip off by 1 a.m., but we're not cooling off all that much, so you're not going to feel that much relief out there. 79 degrees by that time, and it's still going to feel really hot and muggy. So I decided to do this mow or no forecast because it's a great time to mow your yard or do any yard work in the mornings when it's a little cooler, or right before sunset when it also is a little cooler. Mowing during the prime heat is going to be difficult. You need to take a lot of breaks, drink lots of water. So I put it in the fair category for the next couple of days because it will be dry and good enough to mow your grass or do any yard work that you need to do, but really hot midday. So we're just kind of make sure you're staying away from that 1 to 3 p.m. range of mowing your grass. Looking out currently at our clouds and radar here, lots of fair weather clouds out there. You can see those streaming on through there. And we can take a look at our live cams and see that same picture, take this up close view of them. Lots of fair weather clouds going on out there. It looks deceiving. You want to go out there and enjoy these beautiful days, but it's just so hot and you're going to be miserable if you go out there without a cooling towel or a fan around your neck. So taking a closer view of that camera there so you can see fair weather clouds out there. Like I said, looks like a beautiful day, but we're currently sitting at 88 degrees. Not really any wind to cool us off. Maybe a few spotty spots of shade that you will feel as you move through the day with those clouds pushing on through, but it feels like 96 right now. So we're only at noon and it's only going to feel warmer and warmer as we move into the next couple of hours. So like I said, we're sitting at 88 there at CVG. Lebanon is at 90, Middletown's at 90 as well. So it's only noon, like I said, so it's only going to get warmer from here. But if you have liked this heat, we haven't changed much from yesterday. So if you went out yesterday and you're like, oh my gosh, it was miserable out there. I sweated so much. I hated being out there in that heat. Today is not your day because it feels the exact same as it did yesterday. Lunkin 0 degree difference, Hamilton 0 degree difference, Harrison 0 degree, sees plus 4 degrees in Richmond from this time yesterday. And we're looking at Lebanon plus 2 degrees as well. So those few spots do have a little bit of warmer temperatures than they saw yesterday, but overall feeling about the same as we did. And we're going to continue to see these muggy conditions as we move on. Like, we're very humid the next couple of days here, bordering on tropical still. So you're definitely going to be wearing that humidity if you go outside. You're going to be sticky and sweaty, so it's pretty gross out there. Like I said, the looks of outside are very deceiving. You want to go out there and be enjoying the sunshine, but only for a limited time. So let's look at our feels like temperatures over the next couple of days. So this is right now, we're looking at feels like 108 in Lebanon, 100 in Middletown, 108 in Batesville. So really, really hot feeling as we move through the next couple of days. We can look at that. Here is Wednesday at 9:30 in the morning. this is already at 86, feels like, but as we move into the afternoon, we're reaching those low 100s, I guess if you can consider that low 100s across the area, mostly Richmond and Batesville in those upper 90s as well as Wilmington. So a little cooler, I guess you could say, but not really. We're all going to feel about the same on Wednesday, and as we move forward to Thursday, telling the same story, and that continues on through Friday. You can see, I guess, a little bit of a relief here. You can see that we're in those upper 90s mostly, not a lot of places hitting that 100-degree feels like temperature on Friday, and that will just continue into Saturday, feeling a little bit cooler as well as those shower chances increase towards our weekend. So we start feeling a little bit cooler, but still really, really hot out there. So looking at our Climate Prediction Center, we are still well above normal for this time of year. So it's going to continue through our 7-day. So on July 1st through the 7th, we are still expected to feel these hot conditions moving through, and that's for much of the United States as well. So we're still continuing to see this heat, but just to recap a little bit, so we are still experiencing the first alert weather days, heat waves, air temperatures in the 90s, feeling like over 100 to 105 heat indices. Now this is from today through Friday, and then we start to see some rain showers start mixing into the picture, maybe cooling us off just a little bit through these brief showers there. We are still under a heat advisory until Wednesday at 8 p.m. for all of our areas, so continue to watch out for that heat. So looking ahead, like I said, we do have rain chances that are expected to pass through, maybe cool you off some if you see any. Now, this is tonight, a few spotty showers starting that could move through the area, but like I said, very brief, and those will just be gone just like that. That might cool you off a little bit. You can see more clouds starting to stream into the area as we move through Tuesday. Some more spotty shower chances. Not everybody is going to see these. They're going to be very scattered in nature leading into Wednesday as well. Now, if we move on to our higher chances a little bit further out, so this is an extended model. It isn't going to have exact pinpoint locations of these storms yet. It's a little further out, so the data is not as good as the last one we were looking at. We do see some storms passing through. Like I said, it can't pinpoint where these storms are, but it's saying most of us might see some rain leading into the night on Thursday and on Friday, and even on Saturday night as well. So this is going to help us cool off just a little bit as we move towards the weekend. So if we take a look at our 7-day, like I said, those slim PM chances of those rain showers, we just tracked that out. We saw that just a few people might see those showers. It's not going to be all of the area, but you might see one just for a second pass through, maybe a couple rumbles of thunder on Wednesday. Now we're going to be in those low 90s for those 3 days, and that will just be in the low 90s for Thursday and Friday as well. But then we see that slight dip on Saturday and Sunday because I told you, like I said, we're going to get cooled off just a little bit from those rain showers that are moving through the area. Some more scattered storms are expected on Saturday and Sunday. It's going to cool us off even more, but look at those overnight temperatures, really not expecting much of a dip off there. So we don't really get any of the relief we've been hoping for overnight either, but it will be better for us when we get to Saturday and Sunday. So if we can push through the heat for the next couple of days, we can make it to Saturday and Sunday and it'll feel a little bit better outside with some scattered storms.